everyone. Thanks again for stopping by our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be learning about annuities. Is it a good tool or is it a bad tool? Can it help you or can it hurt you? So one of the things I always encourage our clients, the people we work with, is to look at things objectively. Sometimes there's a lot of bad news you hear about annuities, and a lot of companies actually spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a year advertising about how bad annuities are. And so you have to ask yourself the question, if they're spending all that money talking about how bad annuities are, what is something they may not offer their clients? Probably annuities. Or if you look at other companies, they spend, again, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year talking about how bad the stock market is and how you could lose all your money, so on and so forth. And so those companies who spend all that money in advertising, you have to ask yourself the objective question, do they even invest in the stock market? All right, so the way I always like to explain it to our clients, an annuity is a tool. So for example, let's say we have a 12-foot hand-carved mahogany table in your dining room, and you're walking by, and all of a sudden, you see this screw on the floor. And the screw fell out of the table. And so, naturally, you want to put the screw back in. And so, you go over to your toolbox and you grab a claw hammer to put this screw in the table. Now, the question for you is, can you get this screw in the table with this hammer? Some of you are saying, absolutely not. And some of you watching this video are saying, yeah, I could get it in there with this hammer if I beat it enough. And if you use a hammer to get this screw into the table, you're going to ruin the hole that this screw goes in, and you're going to ruin the screw itself. So that means this screw is no good anymore. And the hammer you used was the wrong tool, right? So what you should have used to put the screw in the table is a screwdriver. And this is just a simple way to look at annuities. Now, if I go over to the toolbox and I grab the wrong thing and I use the hammer to put the screw in the table, does that make this hammer bad? No. It makes the person who picked the hammer, they picked the improper tool for the job. And that's what an annuity is like too. Because sometimes with our clients, we see people coming in here with existing annuities, and the annuity is not doing what they thought, because the person picked the hammer when they really should have picked the screwdriver. So by itself, this screwdriver is not good or bad, and by itself, this hammer is not good or bad. It's just a specific tool for the job. And that's a really great way to look at annuities. And the same thing can be said about stock market. If you're looking to have absolute guarantees in your portfolio that you can't lose money, stock market's not the place to do it. Or if you're looking to have full liquidity in your portfolio, a lot of times an annuity is not a way to do it. It's having the right tool doing the right job in your portfolio. So I hope this was really helpful regarding annuities, and can it be a good fit in the portfolio? Maybe it can be. Can it be bad? Absolutely. It all depends on your specific situation. We have to look at risk tolerance, time horizon, liquidity needs, and multiple other factors to determine if it makes sense or not in your portfolio. Again, I'm not for or against annuities. All it is a tool. And if it's going to do the job you want it to do, yeah, then it's probably a good fit. I hope this video was helpful. Jeff Tomas with Ideal Retirement Solutions right here in Southwest Florida, serving beyond as well. So if you want information about how an annuity may fit in your portfolio, you can go ahead and click below on the information for our company. We can get a face-to-face meeting scheduled, a phone call, whatever have you, a Zoom meeting if you're out of state. Jeff Tomas with Ideal.